Hey there, we are live and it's 1 minute until. So I am excited about folks that are going to join us. And so I'm just going to hang out for a minute until we start the hangout. Okay, I'm going to hang out before the hangout. So this is great. We are live. Perfect. Welcome to the first viewer. Yay, viewers are coming on. Yay, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is pretty cool. Do not set glass next to computer when you're not paying attention. So all good. That'd be great. A coaster would be good so I don't mess up my good furniture, right? Well, I'm excited for those of you that are joining. I'm gonna wait like about 2 minutes for people to join in. If you are a consultant and you have joined, I definitely want you to sign on the our Soliders Rock Facebook group. Let me know that you're on. And if you are a guest, there's going to be a survey that you're going to be able to fill in. And I am going to, I think I'm trying to figure out how I put this in the chat. I don't think you can see the chat. I'm not sure. So you will get the link to the survey from your beauty consultant. And that is how you get entered to win a year's worth of mascara. Like, bam. Okay, you will love our mascara. So I'm going to wait maybe 2 more minutes till 3 minutes after. Hope everybody had a great Sunday. Welcome to those of you that are coming on. My name is Katrina, and I'm excited. We love technology. YouTube is amazing. And we do these through conference call, but I love using webinar because it just makes it where you can see me, I can't see you, okay? So, but I'd love to get your feedback. Find me on social media under Katrina Harris Earl. My name is Caterina, Katerina. Gonna wait 1 more minute, and I'd love for you to comment and let me know. Follow me on social media. So I'm waiting 1 more minute. More folks are coming on, and the cool thing about this is it will be available for you to watch later too. So a few more seconds, and the cool thing about this, if you're a beauty consultant and you're on, just somebody go on the All Area Voxer and give me a little shout and say, National, I can see you and I can hear you. See me and hear me. And if you are a guest, welcome, 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 welcome. There is a 90-second delay, so I do need to wait 1 more second because I want a couple people to reply and let me know you can see me and hear me. Type it if you can see me and hear me, if you can type it. You guys, someone type it in there. That would be great.
I see you and I hear you.
Okay, so I got 1 person. Excellent. Cool, cool, cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. My name is Katrina Harris Earl. I'm a national sales director with Mary Kay, and I'm so excited. I'm sitting here in my house. I think I'm going to move this light a little bit because it creates a little bit of a glare. So hopefully, hold on. Trying to get the glare down. And I have been with Mary Kay for 26 years. Can you believe it? I started my business right here in the Bay Area. I live both in Brentwood, California, and Chicago, Illinois. And I wish it was a little bit brighter, but we're going to roll with what we got, right? And I get to share a little bit about my wife's story, why I love my business and why I love what I do. And I really love what I do. I really, really love my life. I love the life that I've been able to create because of the choices that I've made. And so I grew up in Fremont, California, and was a great parent. I'm an only child. Didn't get married till I was 45. I started Mary Kay at 24, so I was single entrepreneur, living a great life as a single woman. And at 45, my life changed and became even richer and even better. But I'm telling you that growing up in Fremont, I decided to go to Mills College, a private women's college in Oakland. For those of you that are in the Bay Area, I know we will have people that will watch this from all over the nation and even all over the world. But I went to a private women's college. I was blessed to have a $100,000 education, of which I was really blessed to have a $50,000 scholarship. But what did that mean? That meant that I had a $50,000 scholarship, and that meant that I had a $50,000 student loan. Because even though I grew up in a great middle-class family, my parents got a little bit of cleavage here. So let me fix that a little bit. So even though I grew up in a great middle-class family, you know, a lot of families have not been positioned to have an extra $50,000 to give their kid for school. And so I had a $50,000 student loan, and I worked 3 jobs going through school. I mean, I was always a hustler, a hard worker, because I always had a couple really good paying jobs, part-time jobs, and I always had a couple of internships. So I did a lot of things. And so I wanted to go into politics. That's what I was doing until I worked for a few politicians and kind of sort of changed their mind. But I was pursuing my master's degree. After graduating from college, I wanted to go and get more education. So I was pursuing my master's degree at USC. I was working 60 plus hours a week for the mayor's office in Oakland. And I was teaching Sunday school, active in church. I had a lot going on. So 60-hour work week, 2-hour one-way commute. If you're from the Bay Area, and then you'd be familiar with driving up the 80 from the Bay Area to Sacramento. It's 2 hours with good traffic, with no traffic, and even worse with not so great traffic. And I was driving a hoopty. Some people call it a hoopty, which means I hope it gets me there. Okay. So with 24, you know, it's okay. You know that life is going to get better. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. But I needed cash. Wasn't thinking about Mary or Kay. Wasn't thinking about selling anything. Wasn't interested in skincare or glamour. None of that. But I'm telling you, I constantly was praying and asking God for what would be my next move. You know, I loved the nonprofit work I was doing. When I laid my head down on the pillow at night, I felt like I was making a difference in people's lives, but I was broke. And I grew up, my father was an aircraft engineer, and I grew up being able to travel the world. I mean, for spring break, like right about now, when I was in school, instead of going to the Grand Canyon, we'd go to Japan, you know, when you could fly across the world for pennies on the dollar. And at 24, you get cut off. Like, so before that, I had gotten cut off. I no longer got those flight benefits. And I was like, I can't even afford to go to Vegas with my girlfriends on the weekend, you know? And so I was like, how am I going to be able to have just freedom and flexibility in my life you know, and still be able to have a job that I felt like I was making a difference. And so I was talking to a guy that I worked with, because I looked at some of the young women and I was like, okay, I get paid to help you guys get jobs. And I don't quite know that I'm going to be able to place y'all in jobs, because I needed them to work on their image. And so I wanted to have someone come in and teach them how to do glamour and teach them how to take care of their skin. Because, you know, women that wear makeup properly make more money in corporate America than those that wear none, or those that wear it improperly. And so I was talking to Daryl, and Daryl said, Daryl is now really successful. Actually, that I had my 40th birthday party at his art gallery. That picture up there was 10 years ago when I turned 40. And but back then he was working at East Oakland, our East Oakland equivalent. I was on the west side, he was on the east side, and I was talking to him, and he said, I have this homegirl who I think does like free facials and glamour makeovers. I said, have her call me. And now I have learned that there's fortune in the follow-up. I'm so grateful that Tammy called me. My nose was so high up in the air, if it had rained, I could have drowned. I was not interested in Mary Kay, but I would have taken her free facial for the young women that I was mentoring, right? I was kind of rude. I told her, yeah, can you come? Is it really free? We have no money in our budget. Like, is this really free? I probably asked her that 3 times. You can't sell. It's a government-funded program. She said, okay. She came out. And I have to say that when she showed up, I was like, she's cute. Okay. I was like, she looked like Halle Berry. She had graduated from Clark Atlanta University. She walked in. She was smooth, and she wasn't going to get paid, but I noticed she read a book, she squirted a tube, she flipped a page. That's all she did. They loved the product, and it was cool. She left, and she offered me a facial. And I was like, okay, because, you know, my grandmother, my mama raised me to be nice. Someone does something nice for you, at least I could do, since I can't pay you, is I'll be one of your face models. I'm gonna do her a favor, right? So I proceeded to give her my information and then totally forgot about it. If she never had called me, I never would have called her back. And I'm so grateful that there's fortune in the follow-up. I'm so glad she followed up with me. But it was October, Tammy followed up with me. No time. I'm too busy. November, I was cooking a turkey. Not really. Anybody who knows me knows I love to make reservations, okay? December, it was Christmas. One good thing about nonprofit work is I got a month off and I went to be with my daddy for Christmas in North Carolina. Came back, I was broke. It was a good thing that she called me again in January, because my birthday month, and birthday month is a month that a lot of women make a difference and make a change. And I agreed to have her come over on a Sunday afternoon, kind of like today, Sunday afternoon. She agreed to come over and she told me if I had a couple of friends that I'd have a free gift. And so I was like, cool, totally forgot about it. And came home from church on a Sunday afternoon. And I saw this postcard on the refrigerator. I was like, oh, that's Mary Kay Lee's coming over. I wanted to go to Boston Market and get something to eat. But okay, I'm a woman of my word. I called it my one girlfriend. You know how you don't get a lot of things in life, but one of the things you get is a girlfriend that you can call at 2 o'clock in the morning and she will meet you on the corner, okay? And all she wants to know is, do I need to bring my gun? No, I'm kidding. I don't have a gun. But I'm telling you, your girlfriend, that she is your ride or die, right? So that would be Tracy. I'm headed to see her again because she just won a free car with Mary Kay. Can you believe it? But she is the only girlfriend I knew who had ever said Mary Kay, the words Mary Kay. She says, oh my gosh, I have a foundation. I need a foundation. I said, this chick is coming to my house and I'll let you in if you bring a friend. Okay. She said, she was on her way leaving Fremont, driving back to UC Berkeley campus, which meant she had to drive through Oakland to take her cousin back to school. I said, cool, y'all come to my house. So it doesn't take all day to put a party together. I put a party together in a couple seconds. And good thing I caught her at home, because this is BC, before cell phones and before computers. There was no catching people on the road. You had to catch them before they left. Tracy came in and she got there right before Tammy got there. It looked like I had planned it all week. But I'm telling you, again, Tammy walked in, she was sharp. I couldn't believe I fell in love with the product. Wow. I spent $125 of money I didn't have, because a woman possesses a skill, and that is she can walk in the mall with no money and walk out with 8 bags. And after she did the party, I only wanted 2 things, it all. And I had 2 problems, no cash, but I figured it out. I spent $125. Tracy spent $125. She showed us 3 sets, a small set, a medium set, and a large set. And a lot of times when a woman wants it all, she can't buy everything, so she'll buy a little bit. So I went right in the middle. $250, 2 hours on a Sunday afternoon. Then we recheck your skin in a week to 10 days to make sure it's working for you. And so at that time, I was like, oh, I get how this works. Now I want the rest of that stuff for free. So she explained Hostess Credit to me. And now that I'm sold, now I'm willing to introduce you in front of my friends. And so I knew she was sharp. I knew she was cool. I knew she wasn't this crazy salesperson lady. I knew that it wasn't my image of Mary Kay, beehive hair, tacky pink cars, and, just, I don't know what my image was, but I was excited. So we went to Tracy's house because she was married and she had like real furniture and stuff. And so we went to Tracy's house. This is 1991, y'all. And all my girlfriends, now every one of those girlfriends, super successful, amazing successful. You walk through my house and we've got great pictures of them. But I'm telling you, they all were in grad school. They all were in law school. Everybody was broke. I couldn't believe she sold $300. I was like, this woman right here, she has sold $550 to me and my broke friends in a couple of hours. So she asked me and I listened. She said, can I take you to lunch? She took me to lunch and she sat down and she had a conversation with me like I'm having to the computer today, but I know many of you are listening. And I was impressed. And so I began my love affair with Mary Kay February 14th, 1991 at 24 years old in a little Denny's restaurant in West Oakland. And I went to training. And, it's really simple. Watching her do what she did, read a book, square tube, and flip a page. I did exactly that. I retailed about $1,200 in my first 10 days. I was like, what? This is good. And had some bumps up and down the way. But at the end of the year, I had added about $10,000 to my income. And I was like, wow. I remember the day that I went to work. And it was January 1992. Now, I started in February 91. This is January 1992. I'm about to turn 25, getting older. And I was like, okay, what am I gonna do with my Mary Kay business? Something about that after Christmas, having no money again, wanting more, wanting to shift my life. I was rushing to work and I got to work, hold on one second. Gotta make sure I didn't lose y'all. Can you still see me? Okay, my computer did something weird. So I was rushing to work, and I was rushing to that Monday morning meeting, and I ran into the my office. And when I ran in the office, my mom is watching the game. Mom, remember I'm on live stream. They're really excited. Are the Warriors playing? Okay, so the family's excited, the dogs are excited. And so I ran in, I dropped my purse off in my office, and I ran into the meeting, and the executive director met me and said, "Oh, you don't have to go to the meeting." And I was like, that's a trip. Like, this is the meeting that I used to always get in trouble for not being on time. This is the meeting that she made a big deal about, and now all of a sudden I don't need to go. So I walked back to my office, and I had to come to this meeting with myself, and I said, I bet you they're meeting about me on the other side of that office. You see, it was a climate change. We had just gone from one administration to another administration. It was a political campaign. It had shifted. They were about to do budget cuts. Kind of sounds similar to what is about to go down now. And I was smelling in the air that funding was drying up. Funding was drying up. And I was like, okay, I think I better make a move. I made a decision. Mary Kay can be like an ATM machine at your house. When you need cash, you can go get it. So I called up my director. I said, I'm about to make a move. 4 months later, I won my first free car. At that time, it was a Pontiac Grand Am. Now it would be the equivalent of a Chevy Cruze. 3 months after that, I became a sales director and quit my job. So August of 92, 25 years old, I quit my job, made $5,000 my very first month. 3 months later, I had topped my first $7,000 commission check and earned my very first pink Cadillac. The tackiest car I thought I never would drive. Now I've earned 13 of them, and I have a pink Escalade. That I'm not driving now. My husband has it in Ohio. Okay, get excited. Men will drive it too. The man will, initially they're like, oh, I'm not driving a pink car. And now he's like, what color free car does your wife have? Okay, get excited. And so here I was starting my journey full time. My first full-time year, I earned about $50,000, and I've been full-time with Mary Kay ever since. Now, we talk a lot about the money initially, but I tell you, it's so much bigger than the money. I love the lifestyle that Mary Kay has afforded me. It takes money to live a great lifestyle, but I'm telling you, it's so much bigger than just that. The P&L in Mary Kay is, in corporate America, the P&L is simply profit and loss. Let's be clear. In business, you want to make a profit. You don't want to have a loss. But the P&L statement in Mary Kay really is people in love. It sounds kind of corny and it sounds crazy, but this is a business that people love on you. I mean, you feel great on the inside and you feel great on the outside. So let me just tell you a little bit about what I call Mrs. F Cab. The M stands for the money. You can make chump change or you can make diva dollars. I want to ask you, could you get excited about a little bit of extra cash or a lot of extra cash? And there's going to be a survey that I'm going to have you fill out at the very end. I'm going to give you a keyword, so make sure you stay on the phone. This is my little note to make sure I stay on the phone. Stay on the phone, the computer, wherever you are. I'm going to make sure and give you the keyword. You fill that in, and that's how you get entered in the survey. And that's how you get entered into the drawing after you fill out the survey. And so you can make a little bit of extra cash. Some women want to make an extra $200-300 a month of extra cash. And you guys, that's nothing to sneeze at. In this world where most people are getting no raise, but a good raise is 1%, 2%. If you get a 3% raise, that's a big doggone deal. Do you realize if you make $100,000 a year, you get a 1% raise, $100,000 a year with a 3% raise? It's a lot of money. I venture to say that there are women on the line that aren't making $100,000 a year. So you make $50,000. It takes a lot. A 3% raise of a $50,000 job, you're still only going to get just a few extra $1,000, and that's before taxes. Then you pull it out. So a couple extra $100 a week is like simple. We can show you how to do that. Some women want to make a clear extra $500 to $1,000 a month. If that's you, I'd love to know. And then some women say, you know what, I'd love to go for the gusto. I'd love to have it all. If I could work for myself, I would love to be my own boss. And season, some do it for a reason and some do it for a lifetime. I had no idea that I'd be sitting in a pink rocking chair, and I've created the life as a national sales director, as one of the top 200 women worldwide, the very first African-American woman to become a national west of Texas. I wasn't coming in to break all those records, but I did come in because I needed to pay off some of those student loans and wanted to be able to have a little bit of extra money to be able to go to Vegas with my girlfriends for the weekend. And once I did that, then I decided I wanted more and wanted more. And that's what's nice. You don't have to wait for one of the hires to happen. You don't wait for somebody to retire, expire, or get fired for you to get promoted. You can promote yourself whenever you want. And so would you want small, medium, or large? A little bit of extra cash or a lot of extra cash? Let's talk money for a second. 50% profit. You're not going to find anybody who makes 50% profit. Next, sales is a trained profession. If you feel like you can't sell anything, then you're trying to sell me on the fact that I can't teach you to sell, because I can teach you. Women that tell me they can't sell are the ones that like, ooh, girl, someone compliments you on your ring and you go, oh girl, let me tell you where I got this. And you send people to other people. As women, we sell for other people all the time. Sales just means that the checks are made payable to you, that the debit card is slid from you. I just sent my assistant upstairs. She's running credit cards right now from people that just placed orders from me. You get accustomed. I promise you, we teach you. Sales, if you want to be financially independent, you got to sell something. Show me someone in America who's financially independent, who's not selling something. It's attached, whether it's a product, whether it's a service. YouTube, sales, okay? They make money from the advertising. I mean, everything is connected. If nobody sold anything, we'd be sitting on the dirt naked. And if you have a job, you are attached to sales. If you are not the salesperson, then your business, someone is selling, okay? And even if you work for the government, when the sales slows down, the taxes slow down, the economy slows down, everything, sales drives everything in our capitalistic society. So we teach you. You make 50%. The product is consumable. It's like bread, milk, butter, and eggs. They will reorder it, reorder it, reorder it, reorder it. It gets better and better and better. And so I get excited when I hear running water, because it's the sound of water clients using the product. We teach you have a website, take advantage of the reorder business. We teach you how to take advantage of gift service like Mother's Day and different holidays, graduations, and all kinds of things that will start to come up. So sales is amazing, but 50% is cool. You will average about $100 a face. So just think this thought. If you had 25 women that were just using our Ultimate Miracle Set, if you are one of our customers, you're probably familiar with the Miracle Set. If you had just 25 women using the Ultimate Miracle Set, for every 25 women, it's $7,500 profit. $7,500 profit. You get 50 people, that's an extra $15,000. You get 100 people, you can have an extra $30,000 part-time business just from one of our avenues of income, selling the product. Then you get to share this opportunity with people. So as you share the opportunity, you make money that way too. And so you can make a 4% commission, then it can turn into 9%, it can turn into 13%. Sales directors get 36% plus bonus, bonus, bonus. It's sweet, it's amazing. Mary Kay is under the direct sales umbrella. So there are direct sales. There's retail sales like going to Macy's, and then there's direct sales. But under that direct sales umbrella, there are good direct sales companies and there's not so great ones. There are multi-level, there's network marketing, there's companies that go in and out of business. You've seen them. They come, fly by night. Mary Kay's been around for a lot of years, over 50 plus years, because it's a solid business. We love the fact that we have a real product, that we sell a real product, and that we have real clients, right? And so, you earn that commission. Mary Kay pays that commission. If you work for Apple, you can make decent money working for Apple, but the way you become a financially independent working for Apple is because you have stock options. When you work for someone else, the people that are making the money are those that own the stock. Well, in Mary Kay, they pay us to help we're the ones that build the business and help the business keep going. And so that commission comes every month based on your team, what your team is producing. And then the recognition. I could go on and on about the recognition, but I love the recognition. It's not the reason I came into the business, but now it starts out as prizes that the UPS man delivers to your door, or prizes you receive from your director, and it's turned for me into 30 carats worth of diamonds. I don't have any of them on now, but I'm telling you, can you imagine 30 carats worth of diamonds that Mary Kay? I've walked across a stage with a slamming gown. My gown last year was designed by someone who designed for Beyonce, actually the outfit she wore at the Super Bowl. But this was a gown covered up, okay? No flesh showing. But I'm telling you, you walk across a stage as big as the Grammy Award stage and 10,000 people cheering your name, and they hand you a diamond ring. Now as a national, I'm the one who gets to hand out the diamonds. And so the recognition is amazing. We talk about the self-esteem and self-confidence that comes from when you are in an environment where women love on each other. I'm not intimidated by helping you do good. Some of the women on this line are women that I make money off of. They're directly in my line. And there are women on this line that I would never make a dime off of. And you won't find another company go into another company showing women how to be strong, because there's a lot of people live in a scarcity environment, a scarcity mentality. I believe there's enough skin to go around, and I can do amazing and teach you. As a matter of fact, when both of us win, it's even a greater win. And so the self-confidence that comes from being surrounded by dynamic women. I am personally mentored by Gloria Mayfield Banks. She's the #1 woman in the world with Mary Kay. She's right now in India. Consultants following her on Facebook can tell you about her fabulous life. I hope that you maybe got to watch a video of me, 14-minute video with me and my fabulous girlfriends. I mean, when I tell you the caliber of women, I would put my girlfriends up against your girlfriends any day. And I mean, I have great girlfriends. Great girlfriends. I'm sure you have great girlfriends. But when I came into Mary Kay, I saw amazing Proverbs 31 women that were getting paid, that were super successful, making money, doing a lot of great things, but they give back. Such women with heart, I'm telling you. And if you have great girlfriends, then those are the kind of women you want to be on your team, right? Recognition, the self-confidence, the free car program. The first car you can get is a Chevy Cruze, or $375 a month cash. The second car is a Ford Fusion or a Chevy Equinox, or $500 cash. And then there's the cream of the crop, which is the pink Cadillac, or $900 cash. And as a national sales director, that's how you can drive the Escalade. And so that is really, really exciting. Nationals can take the Cadillac of their choice, or $1,400 a month cash. And so I could go on and on about that. The tax advantages are sweet. When you have a home-based business, you get to write off your life. So this computer, tax deductible, my phone, tax deductible, the lights, tax deductible, you write off. So I could tell you stories about how women have been able to make a difference and give themselves. You don't just calculate how much money you're earning, but you calculate how much you're saving and not having to pay it in taxes legitimately. Mileage on your car is the fastest way, tax deduction. So instead of just waiting for that tax return to come, you get to keep more money up front. And then the opportunity to be your own boss. It's just amazing. Some people say, you know what, okay, this sounds cool, but I have no time. If you have time on your hands, you're lazy. I'm just telling you. I work with women that have no time, and I show them how to weave it in. I am so busy. My husband is a international pastor. He's on his way to Sweden. Normally we'd be in South Africa at this time, but it conflicts with the time that we're going to Buenos Aires. He travels the world doing prophetic schools. We have an amazing life. Pastor's church in Chicago, Illinois. I met him out of my starter kit. Okay, his cousin is a Mary Kay sales director. I believe some of you might even be guests of her that are listening in and on the line. But I'm telling you, it is amazing that the reason I can live between California and Chicago is because of the choices and the fact that I can work anywhere there's good Wi-Fi and a cell phone. And so, very, very, very busy. I get to do as much, if not more, ministry through this arena with Mary Kay, working with women, than I do working in ministry. And I love that Mary Kay's philosophy is God first, family second, and career third. So as I wrap it up, ladies, I want to tell you, first of all, I want to tell you that the key word is Oprah. Okay, why is the key word Oprah? Because I'm sitting in my living room and there's a gorgeous book that I have that has Oprah on there. So that's the key word. And you're going to get the link from your beauty consultant. Beauty consultant, the link is posted on our all area Voxer. You're going to get that link to her, and that's how you're going to fill it out. Fill it out within the next 24 hours to get entered into a drawing. So people tell me they have no time. If you have no time, let us show you how to fit it in. If this is a plate, my dinner plate that I'm about to go get, okay, some steak, some potatoes, some vegetables on there. Some people, this starts out as the parsley on your plate. You just fit a little bit in. Others, it becomes the baked potato. For some, it's the steak. For some, it's the whole enchilada. But you can, no matter how, whatever your favorite dessert is, no matter how full you are, you can always fit a little bit, a little slice of cake. Okay, some of this can fit the whole thing in. But I promise you, we show you. Some people say, I don't have the $100. If you don't have $100, that's exactly why you want to do Mary Kay. I didn't have $100 when I started. I found it. I had to borrow it from bill money. But I'm telling you, we can show you how to turn $100 into $1,000 in the next 30 days. Some of you may have been invited by someone who's going for a big goal, and they've got a goal. We've got a couple big promotions that are happening between now and the end of the month. You saying yes to this right now, I promise you, if you can find one or two good reasons, let us show you how. If you're not the sales type, that's great, because there really is no sales type. If you're naturally outgoing, that's great. If you're more of an introvert, that's great. We show you how to weave it in, and clients that one person will be attracted to, somebody else wouldn't. So we show you how to make that happen. And then some people just say, you know what? Some people are frankly procrastinators, and they hear something that's good and they think about it. I promise you, this is what I tell you. Think about this decision for as long as you thought about the last $100 you spent. What's the last $100 you spent? Was it a grocery store? Was it filling up the tank of your car? Something for your kids? For some reason, we have to think so hard about investing $100, but we can blow $100 overnight real quick. And I know when I walk in the store and I buy, I bought this great skirt that I have on, or jewelry or whatever, I'm not sitting there saying, Lord, should I get this? I mean, I'm praying, Lord, let me find a great deal when I go to the store when I see it. Now, I will say that as the first lady. Do I believe in the power of prayer? Absolutely. But what I tell women is think about what you've been praying about. This could be the answer to that prayer. What you really have to pray about is how you're going to do Mary Kay, and that's after. You kind of sort of know. Could you benefit from the money, the recognition, the self-confidence, the car program, the tax advantages, the being the own boss, new girlfriends, positive environment? Do you like the God first, family second, career third? Do you enjoy the person who invited you? Would you like to get your own product for 50%? Would you love a tax deduction? And are you teachable? Are you teachable and coachable? If you are, then it's worth giving it a try for the $100. And so I just thank you. I thank you for listening. I thank you for this 30 minutes. And the key word again is Oprah. Make sure that you get the link from your sales director. The link from the person who invited you. And I'll tell you it's bit.ly/MK live survey. I'll repeat it again. It's bit.ly/MK live survey. And if you got it, great. If you go there and you see my face, then you're in the right place. If not, your beauty consultant can give that to you. And I'm excited. I'm grateful that you were on the line. I really want to know that you were there. I want your opinion. If you want to work with us, if you're choosing not to work with us, I still want to be sure and know who was on the line. The person who invited you wants to know, so text her and say, Katrina said, give me the link, okay? And if you're ready to get started, then she will send you 2 links. She'll send you the link to the survey, which lets me know you're on, and she'll send you the link to get started. I would love to work with you, and I'd love to know more about you and how we can help you build a successful business. I love my life, the home that I built because of Mary Kay, and it's made a big difference. I didn't even get to really talk to you about my family and the difference it's made in my father before he went home to be with the Lord, and the difference it's made in my mother's life, helping her to retire early, and the difference it's made with my now 5 grown children and 11 grandchildren that Mary Kay has helped me to be able to be a powerful force in their lives. So I'm grateful, and I hope we get to work together. All righty, bye-bye.